We created an accent wall in our dining room by painting it black, but the white receptacles looked awful, so we're going to change them out. First, remove your faceplate. Then you want to check the power using a circuit tester. By the red light that the power is still on, so go to the panel, switch off your breaker at the panel. So after turning the power off at the breaker, I double check to make sure we have no power coming to the receptacle. Green light shows we're good. Then I remove the receptacle from the wall. You can use a flathead screwdriver or a number 1 square bit. And then pull it all the way out so that you can get to the wires. Now that I have access to the wires, I'm going to turn it on the side so I can get to the white or the neutral wires. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, loosen the screw and then remove the wires, keeping in mind of which one goes where. Sometimes they're a major pain to get off, as you'll see here. Sometimes you struggle a little, but just use needle nose pliers or whatever it takes to get your loop off of the screw. You also saw that I undid the ground or green headed screw for your ground wire. So remove all of those. Now that I've got the white and the ground wires off, just bend the receptacle over to the other side and get to your black wires. Black wires always go onto the gold or brass screws. White always goes onto the silver screws. Just repeat the same process here. Get your wires off of the screws. Now I'll replace the white receptacle with this black one. It's a 15 amp. You can get it at Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever you want to get it. And then repeat the process in reverse. And I'm going to put my black wires onto the gold screws. And then I'm going to put the white wires onto the silver screws. And then the ground wire onto the green screws and tighten them down. So as I install my new wall plate, I see that the receptacle does not sit flush in the plate at all. The top sits back a little. To fix that, I'm going to use what's called a spacer shim. It's a little rubber piece that you can fold on top of each other to get 1 thickness, 2 thickness, 3 thickness, whatever you need to bring that receptacle out flush with the wall. In my case, I need 2. So as you see here, I unscrew the receptacle, checking for flushness. I'm going to bring it out, and you'll see that I just fold over 2 of the shims, set them inside. There is a little cutout where the receptacle screw fits. Once you fold it over, you'll see, and you just press it down behind the receptacle onto the screw, and that will bring it out to bring it flush. So just kind of press it down in there. I use a screwdriver to get it down on top of the screws. So I just tighten up the receptacle, make sure everything's nice and snug, ready to put the cover plate back on. But before I do that, I want to touch up the drywall and the paint from removing the old one so that it doesn't have any white around it when I'm done. So I grab my black paint and touch up. And it looks like it's too dark, but I figure, oh, it's going to dry better as it does. As you'll see later in the video, it did not dry better and it was the wrong color of black. So after the video is finished, I had to go back and find the correct bohemian black color and retouch that up. But to follow the sequence here, get it all touched up, then I put my receptacle cover back on. Once that's done, you'll see that I use a tester. It's a circuit tester, actually a receptacle tester. When you plug that in, if you get two orange lights, it shows you that all the wiring is correct. So I always double check that. It says correct wiring there for the two orange lights, and we're all done. So everything is finished, pretty simple. And now after the retouch up with the correct color paint.